Welcome to Rogue Dragon Speaks. And as promised, we're going to do an Amazing Adventures character. This is a fillable character sheet. You can click and drag a portrait here, I would assume. Player name, character name, Dakota Hawk. Class, level, alignment, and then just general stats here. So before we get into class and stuff, we need to do the abilities. Strength, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. And I believe in this game those stats start at 6. So, and this is from Trolllords. It is compatible with Castles and Crusades, but this is for different genres. We want to do something World War II era, kind of like an Indiana Jones thing. So we are going to pick a character class first. So let's look at. We have Raider, which is definitely Indiana Jones, a tomb delving archaeologist or an adventuring explorer out to plumb the unknown for lost treasures and lost knowledge. And then we have the investigator, an expert in observation, interviewing urban traffic, and information gathering, as well as taking on the bad guys, whether it's police detectives, ace reporters, FBI agents, or private eyes. So let's look at those two characters. So the investigator. His primary attribute is dexterity. He can have any disposition. Hit dice or die 10. Weapons, small or medium melee weapons, handguns, submachine guns, rifles, and shotguns. So basically firearms and small and medium melee weapons. Here's his abilities, and we'll look at them and see. So he gets to die 10 in hit points up to level 10, then level 11, it's plus 5 hit points per level. Oh, no, sorry. And then we get a bonus to hit. It's 1 per level. Take him down, plus 1 per level. And so he can climb, cat and mouse. Cat and mouse is, tracking someone, following them. It's got tables for modifiers. Okay, hide and move silently. And just like in Castles and Crusades with the thief, you cannot hide and move silently at the same time until your 3rd level. Okay, take him down. The investigator possesses an extraordinary ability to combat their most common foes. Criminals, due to intense training and study of the enemy's fighting techniques. When fighting hooligans, punk, henchmen, mooks, or other investigators, an investigator inflicts extra damage. +1. With additional +1 gain at every odd level beyond 1st. For example, a 5th level investigator will inflict an additional 3 hit points of damage. And the bonus per hit, as we already saw, is +1 per level. Deadeye shot. +1 hit with a handgun at ranges of less than 30 feet. So that's like an additional bonus. And you get 4th, 7th, 10th, 12th level bonuses. Let's see. Facing the crowd is charisma. So that's a disguise. At 6th level, the investigator has become famous or infamous, enough to have drawn the ire of a specific organization whose members or affiliates they have plagued once too often. However, this can work to the investigator's advantage as they become intimately familiar with size, tactics, and operations of this organization. When combating or dealing with members of this organization, the investigator gains a +2 bonus to hit and armor class in combat. All attribute checks related to dealings with this organization are made at a +2 bonus. Okay. So we got charisma, wisdom, and dex. Okay, what the abilities are based on. And I'm pretty sure we'll do the character like this character. Even though we're going to do a Raiders kind of character, a Raiders kind of adventure, I want to do the investigator. I think he'll work on pugilist, Raider. So his primary attribute is intelligence. So he has bonus languages, cryptolinguist, master of ancient forgotten languages, scale. He can climb up, down, or across a dangerous natural slope. Survival, legend lore, traps. He gets a favorite weapon. Okay. So he's using wisdom, intelligence, and dexterity. And intelligence. Intelligence, charisma, dexterity, wisdom, intelligence, charisma, dexterity. So we add in intelligence for him as primary instead of the investigator's dexterity. Actually, I think an investigator's primary attribute should be charisma. So we'll do the investigator. Level 1. So now I want to do his I want to do his attributes. Okay, there it is. Generating attribute scores. Each attribute starts at 6 and the player begins with 45 points. So we'll do 6, 6, 6, 6. Because you can raise attributes above 18 in this game. 6. So let's see. You get 45 points. No single attribute can begin above 18. The Chronicle Keeper is within our rights to limit players to only one score of 18. So our primary stats are going to be dexterity, wisdom, and charisma. Dexterity is going to be, whoops. I'm going to do dexterity 18. Like wisdom 17. Charisma 17. Let's see. That's using 34 points. That gives us 11 points left. So 9 strength, 10 constitution, 10 intelligence. So 12, 15, 19, 23, 33, 43, 44, 45. That's 45 points. Now, prime, dexterity has to be one of my prime attributes. But prime means if you're rolling something based on this stat, it'll be the base of 12 or better. The non-prime's base is 18 or better. Well, let's see. We don't have anything below 9. So 9, 10, and 10 have a 0 modifier. And then my dexterity is 18. So we're getting a plus 3. And then here, for wisdom and charisma, we get plus 2. So let's see. Where are the saving throws? Okay. So they're in order here. Paralysis and constriction, strength. Dex is breath weapon and traps. So total bonus, we're level 1, we get a +1 for that. So we'll probably just add a +1 to these. But we'll wait and see. Okay, let's see. Wealth modifier. Starting wealth, page 113. So the wealth rating for investigator is 0. Let's see. Sanity. Sanity points. All right. So your hit die is your sanity hit point die. Plus your wisdom bonus. So what I'm going to do is, since this is the first level character we're starting, we're going to play solo. Sanity points. 13. 10 plus wisdom bonus. Then I swore I saw a hit point here somewhere. Here we go. Hit die is die 10. Hit points. We don't have a constitution bonus, so we'll just say 10. And then thereafter we'll roll. Okay. So we don't know what our total bonus for these are yet. Character costume descriptor, we're just going with regular code. Can put that in there. Costume mod, text mod, other AC mod, constitution bonus, other hit point mods. So let's see. Fate points. The fate points are like get out of trouble points. And you get you don't regenerate them, but you get more as you level up. Fortune's favor, you can alter a roll. Mighty blow, make a single earth-shattering attack. You missed, avoid an attack. Just make a second win. Sound the charge down but not out. Avoid death when reduced to below -10 hit points. Provident smiles. Gain a plot break. Or find a clue that you really need. So you start off depending on the hero character's level. The die type increases when spending one fate point to add to a roll. If the character does so, apply the highest result and discard the other rolls. So, okay. So your fate die, if you need to add a die, that's what that is. That's not the amount of fate points you have. Starting and gaining fate points. Characters begin the game with 10 fate points. Each level thereafter, the character gains additional fate points equal to half their new level. Rounded down. Any fate points not spent carry over to the new level. Okay. So his alignment is going to be neutral, good. Description and concept all. Hard-nailed PI with good intentions and a soft heart, but he will and I'll continue down here. Never admit it. Okay. Traits, benefits, and drawbacks. Let's see. Okay, that's chapter 2. All right. Let's see. So these are skills that you can get by giving up your progression. So instead of leveling up, let's see. So you can roll for background if you want to, and then the DM could give you maybe a skill, an extra skill related to that. Okay. So you could roll traits. I'm not going to roll traits and things because I've got an idea how my character is going to be. And as far as drawbacks go, you hunted. Let's see. So I start off with a few basic abilities: climb, cat and mouse, hide, move silently, and take them down. Um, so for all those abilities, you get a +1. So something in this game, you don't get a skill until level 5. Do you start with a level 5 bonus, or do you only get +1 and go from there? I need to look that up. Adversary. That's the thing. It gives you bonuses against that organization, but and then we'll just put page 52. And by investigator, I should have put page numbers on some other stuff too, but by investigator, we'll put page 49. Okay. So, he needs a weapon. Barn Farms. We don't want a Colt. We want a cop gun. We want like a there we go. Smith and Wesson. 38 caliber, .10. Safety hammerless. Caliber range damage actually doesn't say barrel length. .8. So this 38 is .10. This is what we want. Smith and Wesson safety hammerless. $18.87. Let's see. Oh, here we go. 38 special. REL. I think that's the ammo capacity. Like capacity. I was looking at the wrong chart. So Smith and Wesson Centennial. It's made in 1952. So we're going to do an adventure set around 1940. So, the stub nose is 1940. We'll just say it's we'll just say it's an earlier model. Yeah, 5-shot snub nose revolver. Damage .10. That's about the closest. So let's fudge it a little bit. Let's see. What is any other equipment? I mean, we'll probably get into like something like some binoculars or something. Explosive general gear, vehicles, science fiction, general gear. Binoculars, backpacks, cigarette lighters, flashlight. Okay. And then one other thing. So rather than tracking every penny a character has, each character has a wealth rating based on their class level and any situational factors the castle keeper deems appropriate. In this system, wealth essentially becomes its own ability score, and certain classes treat wealth as a primary attribute score. So wealth works like an ability score, is not counting if the maximum of 4 primary attributes. Whenever an expense is required, be it purchasing a car or bribing a prison guard, players make a siege check using their level and wealth rating. Okay. Inexpensive mundane items like cigarettes or boots should not be subject to a wealth check. And each character begins with a wealth rating. The table below outlines the class's starting wealth rating and whether or not the wealth score is primary or secondary. So investigator is secondary. Okay. Let's see. So wealth is secondary ability. Okay. Well, I didn't ask you to do that. Why are they doing that? What did I do? I don't know what. Okay. Okay. So my wealth level right now is 1. That means my purchase ability is $150. But it's 1950, so we're talking about 8 cents on the dollar. So basically, my purchasing power is uh, $12. Yeah, 8 cents on the dollar. That's how I'm reading it. So, but $12 in 1940. I mean, you're middle class. You're not. It's not that you have $12 to your name. It's that. That's like the. That's like your purchasing power. And of course, we're going to build it up. So, with a little 7, and then it becomes like $800. Uh, that's really a lot for the early 40s. You could buy a new car or something probably. So, our bonuses over here is going to be +1, +4, +1, +1, +3, because it's your stat bonus plus your level bonus gives you your total bonus. And the base number for this roll is going to be 12, 12, and 12 for these checked ones. Strength, Constitution, Intelligence, 18, 18, 18. So that's about everything. It looks like. Write down your weapon. Write down your first level abilities. As I went over with when I showed the book video, you can get spells with this game, sonic powers, whatever. We don't have any of that. So this is pretty simple, straightforward. And we'll see you next time.